Just as pre-university examinations are coming to an end, SSLC exams are all set to begin tomorrow. This is a big milestone every student faces in their schooling years.
Hall tickets have been distributed, examination centres have been allotted, and invigilators have been assigned. 10th standard students are busy preparing for what some might call the most important challenge in any student's life. SSLC examinations of 2014 are all set to begin tomorrow. 3,016 examination centres across the state will soon be bustling with students walking the halls. The first paper is scheduled at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow. Officials were seen marking the benches with roll numbers for students to identify their seats. There are more than 8,26,000 students writing the SSLC exams this year, majority of which are boys. 4,11,011 boys and 3,73,989 girls are preparing for a busy couple of weeks ahead. There are also 2,514 specially able students attending the exams this year. District officials have been briefed through video conferencing, and all measures have been taken to curb malpractices during exams. Among the 3,016 examination centres, 214 centres have been identified, which demand extra attention from the invigilators squads.
There will be sitting squads, mobile squads, and we have already received the question papers and we have deposited in the district treasuries in safe custody. So we have taken all actions for the smooth conduct of the examination. We have requested deputy commissioners to give all protection near the examination centres. Superintendent of police have also been informed to give police protection to the examination centres.
The state's high school examination board seems to have taken every precaution to ensure the SSLC exams this year are conducted without a hitch. As long as the students are well prepared to face the papers, it is just a stepping stone to a brighter future. Amrita Patil, News 9, Bengaluru.
For an old Bengalorean, the face of the city has changed. The old Bengaluru charm does not exist anymore because of a number of landmarks that have been demolished. But bringing it alive is cartoonist Paul Fernandez, who has brought out the charm on the canvas.
If you ask any Bengalurian who's lived in the city for over 50 years or even 30, 40 years as to what they really miss about the city, popular answers that we've got so far is the old city, the old Bengaluru charm. Absolutely, that's something all of us miss because most of the landmarks, most of the destinations that were present then don't exist anymore, making us really miss the whole old Bengaluru feel. So this cartoonist, Paul Fernandez, has managed to bring out old Bengaluru charm onto canvas, and this is what it is. His works, starting with the pensioner's paradise here that he's illustrated, a cartoon illustration of an old man yawning away, nicely sitting in a garden villa in Bengaluru. Earlier, actually even now, maybe not so prominently now, but Bengaluru has always been known as the pensioner's paradise. So rightfully he's illustrated that. Take a look at this picture here, Plaza Theatre, something that really brings in some memories. A very, very old theatre located in South Bengaluru. How he's beautifully drawn that out, and there you go, something else that maybe still exists. One of the only places, landmarks that still exists is Bengaluru Palace, the Bangalore Palace, with a nice ambassador type of car there, two people sitting in that. And another favorite of mine is the Bangalore Club. And this picture of Bangalore Club, he's very clearly written here, 1863. This is what Bangalore Club was like. Doesn't seem to have changed too much though. Bangalore Club still remains the same from then to now. I like the two hoity-toity couple walking out of there. Very intricately, he's made sure to mention every sort of detail. Like for example here, on MG Road, the coffee house on MG Road, the way he's drawn it out. Sadly, the coffee house shut very recently. But still he has all the signboards in place, Deccan Herald, Raymond, and a nice hoarding there that says the same. Very beautifully illustrated pictures here, speaking of the old Bengaluru charm. This is the old HAL airport, which again does not exist anymore. All these places really defined Bangalore as to what it was back then. Here is the West End Hotel. The earlier West End Hotel was known as West End Inn, which is now the Taj West End, a landmark again in Bengaluru. There's again the traffic situation at South Parade. This is the tuk-tuk, the horseback rides. Auto rickshaw of sorts, ridden by the horse, was very popular back then thanks to the Britishers. And also, if you can see here, a nice illustration of Vidhan Sauda, which actually has not changed from then to now. Here the artist says 1956, built in 1956, sometimes fondly called Nidhana Sauda. Does that mean people working in Vidhan Sauda are slow? Maybe one of our audience here, Mr. Shiva Rudrappa, thank you for speaking to News9. What do you think of these cartoon illustrations? Does it make you feel nostalgic?
I am watching these cartoons. They're beautiful cartoons. Old post office, old Shivaji Nagar, old MG Road. That memory, they're recalling the memory. They're very beautiful and intellectual cartoons and with paintings. Really, it is a memory of old Bengal. I am really happy.
Mr. Shiva Rudrappa feels really overwhelmed right now.
Memory. They're recalling my memory in the 60s and 70s. Really, I am happy. Beautiful cartoons and intellectual cartoonist. Probably Paul Fernandez, I think so. Great.
All right, thank you, Mr. Shiva Rudrappa. There you go. I mean, it's nice to see. That's exactly what we're telling our viewers, I mean, all of us miss, I must have not seen most of it, but we still miss old Bangalore charm a lot. And we don't get to see it. I think only through illustrations, cartoons or paintings we get to remember and feel nostalgic of them. This picture here typically describes Bengaluru back then. Divar's bar was very, very popular. You would ask any Bengalurian who wanted a regular drink would go to Divar's to sit down and socialize while at the same time having a nice drink. So this is Divar's, which does not exist anymore. It's broken down, sadly. But again, there you go, another landmark in Bengaluru. Breakfast at Udyavan. Udyavan used to be quite popular, somewhere located near Indian Express, and they were quite famous for giving nice, big, hot chole bhature. One of the best, apparently, in Bengaluru. Sadly, I didn't get to taste that, but I've heard so much of it. Another picture that really intrigues us is St. John's Medical College, again, with all their, routine process of learning and, patients also, because they treat it as well. So nicely brought out old Bengaluru charm. I mean, really, we've seen a lot of painting and cartoon exhibitions, but hats off to Paul Fernandez for sort of bringing out the old world charm, old Bengaluru charm in such a beautiful and colorful way for our new generation maybe to see it. Well, we can't live those memories ever again, so all we can do is probably pick one of these and put it up as posters in our house. With camera person Madan, this is Nabila for News9.